And there we have it. Is the completion of the Polar Lights. 1/1000th scale enterprise. Well, I got all the decals on, as you can see there. There's the decals, the windows. I completed all the decals. I finished all the paint. I finished everything except for the base. I'm not sure where to go with it. I think maybe a black and gold scheme, probably, but I'm not too worried about it right now. The ship looks good, and that's really was my main concern. Was getting the ship done, and I think it looks rather good. There's a few mistakes here and there. I had some trouble with the decals in a couple of spots. Namely, one was here. I had you can probably see it, I repaired it, but it tore and ripped and it got hung up, and I did the best I could to repair it. It doesn't look so bad, it's not very noticeable until you get up. It actually looks kind of terrible there, but it doesn't look so bad when you get far away and all, and really it's not very noticeable. So there, let's see if we can feature some of the decals here. I'll take it off the stand if I can, and we'll see some of the decals. I have the insignia and the windows there, laid on nicely. There is the bottom, and my battery died, so start over here. So there's the decaling. There, they all lay down quite nicely. It looks fairly well. It looks pretty good. A few regrets I had, and a few troubles I had with the kit overall is was this seam here on the saucer, which I actually just noticed something I have to fix. Hold on. Okay, so we're back here. I had a little, the array was crooked and bent. I don't know how that happened. So, the seam, what was I talking about there? The seam there, I wish I had filled. It's kind of ugly, and I wish I filled it. I didn't, because the way the kit has you put it together is that piece there on the bottom is inserted beforehand, and so are the lights on the side here, and I didn't want to mask them, and I just thought it would be okay, and I thought it would clamp together rather tight. In certain areas it actually does, but you know, it's okay. It's a learning experience, and overall the ship looks pretty detailed. It looks pretty good. It's an eye-drawing piece. I like it a lot. It's really neat. Interestingly enough, the kit comes with, let's see if I can get it open here, an amazing amount of, oh no, maybe that's how it got bent, of spare parts. Being that they give you the other engines and the setup for the whole other ships. So basically I end up with a bunch of spare parts, which I don't mind so much because, you know, there's a lot of this stuff you can use for, you know, bracing, some of the sprue parts if you want to keep it, you know, maybe you want to get rid of it. But if you want to keep it around, I mean, you know, just the plastic alone and is good for any kind of project you might come across where you may need a spare part and you can fit it to conform to what you're working on. You may never know where you might come across a piece where it just may be the right thing for the right part that you are looking for. So I'll probably end up keeping some of the spare parts. Oh, there's a lot of spare decals. One thing this kit does is gives you the decals for all the other ships. I went with the Enterprise because I'm not very skilled, I'll have to admit, with the water-soluble decals. And in that event, they actually give you decals, which is interesting. But they don't lay on like the water decals do. They don't lay flat. They are actually a decal. So, you know, you don't want to go that route, but they're pretty neat if you wanted to use them on something else and, you know, put them on your car or something like that. I don't know. But there's a lot of spare stuff in there. You can cut it up, use a number here and there, and you never know, you might have a plane or something you want to add, just a little extra detail, and yeah, that's all good stuff, you know. So, I mean, yeah, you might want to toss it if you didn't have inclination to keep it, but for now, I may keep it around. Other problems I had with the kit were the nacelles. The nacelles were difficult to attach. Everything else was really fairly very easy and, well, you know, okay to put together. It was really easy to put together. The painting was easy, snapping it together was easy, you know, getting it to glue up was easy, and, you know, everything came together real good. If you wanted to get a little bit more involved and do the other ships that they suggest you can build, I don't see that being a problem either. I think they would come together easy, and it's a fun kit, and they have many series of this 1000 kit, you know, many other ships and everything, so it's really cool. Had a lot of fun building it, and it's the completion of my Enterprise. I really like it. What we're going to be getting into next, this will probably be a two-part video, because I have a contest idea, I guess you could say, and we'll go over that now.